Yeah? Oh yeah, the Xbox controller. Gotcha. Actually, I don't hear myself in the stream. I don't hear myself in the stream. That's good. Oh, I do know. Never mind. Dang it. No, not the music. Make sure you go on the graphic settings and switch it to 60. By the way, what does it mean by double buffer or triple buffer? Yeah, well. Okay. I want to say one thing. I want to say one thing. Oh, you started the game like that? If you hit the start button, you'll be able to go back to menu, main menu. So yeah, if you want to just, I guess it's like out and go back. If you just want to.
In the name of the Father, and in the presence of these holy relics, I hereby pronounce you man and wife from this time forth. May the blessings of the gods light your path for all eternity. Far on.
If, following this, Arcadia should launch an attack by both land and air, our kingdom will stand little...
Nabudis has fallen.
Impossible!
My father?
I
I know not. I am sorry.
Oh, the lizard guy?
If Nabudis has indeed fallen,
Yeah.
it is only a matter of time
Exists.
before they reach the borders of Dalmasca. There is nothing to halt their advance.
Secure Nalbina with all haste.
I will go.
And I will go at his side.
By the way, you can see the Yes, chocobos.
Galtea, stand watch over your life.
That I be considered worthy.
The fortress is lost! We must withdraw!
No! The paling still stands!
This one was bad.
Shield your sight, ne'er failing light.
The paling's fallen!
Then it's over!
For my father. For my father!
Lord Rasler!
blessings
So
of the Great
this four
Father
messengers
descend,
man.
and guide your bodies return to the earth.
I told ya.
The death of Lord rooOhSam was but one of many tragedies to befall the kingdom of Dalmasca. The heir of
By the way, that was about the end anyway.
hope that had surrounded Her Royal Highness Princess Asha's wedding was now quite lost. Dalmasca had been set adrift at the mercy of history's restless tides. At this time, two great empires struggled for dominion over Ivalice: Arcadia in the east, Rosaria the west. The invasion of the Kingdom of Nabradia was Arcadia's first step in its westward march. With Lord Rosla's beloved homeland consumed by the hellfires of war, it seemed clear that Arcadia would soon mete out a like fate to Dalmasca. The fall of the fortress at Nalbina told the destruction of the greater part of Dalmasca's forces. A counterattack was mounted by the order of the Knights of Dalmasca, ever brave and faithful. But against the martial might of the Arcadian armies, they stood little chance of victory. Indeed, their defeat was to be absolute. Soon thereafter, Arcadia came forward, offering terms of peace, or, as one might rather put it, terms of Dalmasca's surrender. Lord Romanos, King of Dalmasca, and my dear friend, had no choice but to accept these terms. It was, thus, only with reluctance that he set out for Nalbina Fortress, now under Arcadian occupation, to affix his seal to the Emperor's Treaty of Peace. The king had scarce departed his royal city of Rabanasta when the remnants of the Order made their return, and not a moment too soon, for a terrible revelation awaited them. The treaty would be signed with steel and writ in royal blood.
You there? Can you hear me?
It's as I feared. They're slowing us down.
Do not say that. Not all of us are here for love of battle. He fights to defend his homeland. Your name?
Rex, sir. My name's Rex.
Good. Rex. You bore a few cuts, but you are still whole. Well, can you stand? Think you can fight?
I'm fine, sir.
How old are you, Rex?
17, sir.
Young. Family?
My brother is all I have left, sir. He's 2 years younger than I, living in Rabanastre.
So young. You're barely old enough to be a man. You shouldn't be forced to wield a sword.
No, sir. I want to fight. For my homeland. And for my parents.
It's time, Bosch. Save the discussion for later. We must reach the king before they act, or all our efforts will be in vain.
I'm aware of the situation.
We found them! Over there!
Bossler, go ahead. I will handle this rabble.
Godspeed.
Steady, Rex. Keep your wits about you and you'll make it. We move!
Couldn't do them like they were butterback. Leave back alone. Yes, you'll get options really soon. Just do the basic tutorial and you'll be able to do stuff. No, back, you cannot walk in this game. Okay, now if you hit triangle, whatever, you have the Xbox contributor to do options. Probably a Y button. Yep, you found the fast forward button. Maybe it's select or start. No, it's Y. Okay. Once you get in the next area, you'll get it, because that's when you get the party stuff. There you go, party menu. You gotta get used to that, huh? Go back. What is that, like, double or triple buffer thing? I didn't know what that was. Yeah. There you go. Typically it was the B button, but now it should be A. Or maybe that didn't change anything else, but it should be B for you. enemy died. The other people killed him for you.
Captain?
You just attacked yourself. You dirt. Back. How is the game weird? You'll get used to it, buddy.
Adeline, this is Sunbury. My engines are hit.
That's his
She'll not hold much longer.
We receive you, Tonberry. You've leave to retire. Well fought.
My thanks, Antlion. Tonberry disengaging.
Hi. Yep, that's just like a... It's not something you can control, but they can block automatically. It's just like a chance thing. Like, with your shields, they will buff your evade rate, and your evade rate will be like your chance to block. And there are stuff you can get later on, once you get licenses and stuff, which you can use to buff your shield rate, your blocking rate. That comes with the class system like I was telling you about.
Vossler! Where are you?
What if Captain Azulis has fallen?
Don't talk such nonsense. Vossler's laughed in the face of death far too many times for him to stop now. Men like him don't die in places like this. We must make haste to reach the king. We will take him to safety.
Is His Majesty unharmed?
He'll agree to an unconditional surrender. They wouldn't dare touch him until the wax on his seal is dry.
But if we arrive after he signed the treaty...
Wait. Quickly, Rex!
So you want to go to that red X on the map. Obviously. Hit tab on your computer. Well, if you just want to get rid of it, hit tab on your computer. Also back. You know how you found the fast forward button? If you hit F3, you do double dash speed. It's like triple speed. You got a potion back, it's so special. So on the map, like the light blue stuff, like the line, that's where you can go to. So just follow that and you'll know where you're supposed to go. By the way, Zach, I want to note one thing. There is no way to delete save files, so if you save on another spot, you always have that spiral there. No joke.
Intruders! Don't let them escape!
Sir, we have little time. You must go to the king.
Constantly, but don't save in like different save files.
I'll handle these.
Or unless you want other files.
Fight well.
Because there's no way to delete them. Yes. No actually weakened version, so you can easily take them. Yep. Well, since you tried to leave, that's why it stopped your animation. Like, as long as the person's still alive, like you'll still attack them, but when someone dies, you have to re-choose someone. By the way, you might want to use a potion. You are kind of hurt. Please wait, what? Yes. Yes. Because you have hands. Because he's so manly. Superman.
Your Majesty. Captain, why? Our king, what have you done?
The king intended all along to sell Dalmasca to the Empire. His Majesty was a traitor.
Captain,
Seize the insurgent.
Hello!
Well, so much for peaceful negotiations.
We'll never surrender to you. We are not cattle to be sold by a traitor king.
But the war is over, my dear captain. You have lost. Dalmasca is the property of the Empire now. And to think, we intended to let you keep some of your sovereignty, out of respect. But now you've gone and ruined that. Haven't you, Captain?
We will never bow to you.
And the people of Dalmasca will hate you for it. Take the captain away.
Off you go.
Vaughn.
Always.
Pretenses of peace
Right
left
back.
by the wayside. The Arcadian
How does it
forces
feel to know that you
resumed their
just
advance
died?
toward Rabanasta. Dalmasca's doom
That's the
had
game.
been
I hope you
decided.
liked it.
To make resistance would serve no end.
Obviously,
With
that's
this
why I
foremost
played
in
it
my
for
thoughts,
20 hours.
I, to the people of Dalmasca,
I just replayed that part all the
sons
every
and daughters
time.
of Dalmasca,
Favorite part.
I bid you lay down your arms. Raise songs of prayer in their stead. Prayer for His Majesty King Raminas, ever merciful, a man devoted wholly to peace. Prayer, too, for the noble Princess Ash, who, wrought with grief at her kingdom's defeat, has taken her own life. Know also that Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg, for incitement of sedition and the assassination of His Royal Majesty King Raminas, has been found guilty of high treason and put to his death. They who at this late hour choose still the sword are cut of the same cloth as the captain. Traitors who would lead Dalmasca to her ruin. Dalmasca's surrender without terms was soon to follow.
The captain? I don't know, man. I don't know. By that, I mean I know exactly why. I do know. You know how you do this all the time to me in Subnautica?
Vaughn! Hurry it up or they'll find us.
I know. Just a little more. You keep an eye out for me up there,
Now
Kites.
you're his brother.
1, 2,
Remember how he said he had
3
a
more.
brother 2 years younger? That-
Time to clean house.
This is who you're gonna be for the rest of the game. Hold on. It's funny because I need to tell you something. It's not a spoiler, I promise. You know how you just said Bane of, in Brad's the Bane of everyone's existence? Yeah, can I tell you the funny thing? Vaughn, the last name is Rat's Bane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Wow, Vaughn! You got him all yourself? Guess I know who to call when something big comes along.
Hey, it's good practice for the desert. I'm ready for anything now. That's enough for today. You should get back to Miguel's place, Kites. Aren't you running errands for him?
Oops, totally forgot.
Because killing a couple
You
of
should
rats
come,
will
Vaughn.
definitely prepare you to kill.
He's busy today.
All the foxes.
Might have some work for you to do too.
All the.
I've got other work to do. Hey, lock this place up for me, will you? If Miguel finds out we've been down here, he'll tan our hides.
Do you feel OP yet? That's Kites. Hey, back. So back. You ready to play this game for like 60 plus hours or something like that? So you have loads of men,
What'd you
have like
say?
pigmen.
Yes,
good
sir,
men,
you haven't
right?
paid, and what? Haven't paid?
Second thought. Please, sir, take it. It's a gift.
Leave the poor sod be. We don't want trouble today.
Your luck, peddler.
Oops, sorry.
Which way you're going, churl? What? My pouch! It's gone! The boy!
Get out the way.
Oh!
Yep. By the way, don't get used to calling them Knights or Imperials.
What? Hey, that's mine.
What do you mean, yours? You've been stealing again. What happens if they catch you? We need you to be there for us, Vaughn. You're no good to anyone if you're locked away in a dungeon.
Oh, what? Am I the leader now? We're orphans. The first thing you learn is you gotta watch out for yourself. Come on, Pinello. You know it as well as I do. Hey, you give that back. What do you think you're doing?
I thought that this money was the people of Dalmasca's property. The Imperials stole it from us, so it's only fair that we take it back. It's our duty as Dalmascans. Well, wasn't that what you said?
Yeah, but I never said anything about taking it back from me.
This is for that bread you took the other day. Just because I help Miguelo out every now and then, it doesn't mean that you get to eat for free too, you know.
I know that. You think I like living like this? One of these days, I'll fly an airship of my own. I'll be a sky pirate, free to go where I will.
Well, be careful. You'll never fly anything if you're rotting in a dungeon.
The faces, you don't like the... You don't like the art
Oh,
style?
Miguelo had some errands that need doing. He wanted you to drop by his place. It might be a good idea to lend a hand.
Who's messaging you? How do you... It's your girlfriend, man. You can't have... What you want? Oh. Why? But guess what? No matter what you equip, they will always look the same. He is. He's going like just like the guy. Oh. I had you guys before. The only way you can spread by now is a fast forward.
Ah, Vaughn, I was waiting.
Penelo said you needed something?
The button make you go, speed up, yeah, like that.
Some packages supposed to be arriving by courier. In the morning, perhaps he ran into some trouble out in the desert. Now I've no foodstuffs to prepare for the banquet tonight.
So you want me to find this courier? Hey, no problem.
No problem. The desert teem's with trouble. I'd be sending you to early grave, my boy. No, I've arranged for some replacement goods from Tomaj over at the Sandsea.
So you want me to go to the tavern to pick him up?
Actually, I asked Kites to do that.
Soon.
Wouldn't you know he's gone
How much
missing on me, too.
information do you want me to give you about the class system?
I can't leave my shop and I've Penelo on another chore at the moment, you see.
It's about to come
What I
up.
want you to do is run over to the Sandsea and fetch Kites back. What do you say?
Sounds wild.
It's easy work, and you'll thank me for it someday.
I don't know what the race is exactly. Chess just went live. I think he's playing Subnautica. Yep, he's sewing. Yeah. You really are good with maps, huh? Maybe you should have that. Maybe you should have that tab thing up.
There you are, Kites. Stop loafing around.
Look, Vaughn, look! This is it! This is why Miguelo's courier didn't get here on time.
Creature spotted in the Ester Sand. What is that thing?
Ah, Vaughn! Miguelo sent you too, did he? He's a busy man these days, that Miguelo, if I dare say so myself. I don't envy him the work, though. Not a bit. Quite the affair throwing a banquet to welcome the Imperials, eh?
Welcoming? We should be... whatever. Say, Tomaj, what's this?
Nah, don't remind me. Got some nastiness out there in the Ester Sand. What's stopping our couriers? And that means shortages all around. Thought I'd put up a bill, offer a reward to anyone who can knock that nasty back in its place.
Now that's work. Sounds 10 times better than running errands for Miguelo.
That's right! Vaughn, you should give it a shot!
And you should be getting back to Miguelo. Now, Kites. He was waiting for you.
Oh, right.
Yep. He's a rogue tomato, what can I say? So you're about to learn your class system, buddy. Okay, so you actually gotta be explained about the hunts. You ready to start being a hunter? You gotta collect all the bounties, buddy. Yep, here's your job system. When you get to the job system, don't click anything. I'll tell you about them, okay? No. Hit no. Yep. So you have the 12 classes in front of you? Oh. Yeah. Hit the X. Alright, now you have 12 classes. Yeah. You can preview them all by hitting without selecting it. But pretty much the title tells you everything. Monks attack with the fist or poles, time battle mages. They kind of have time magic combined with white magic combined with black magic, but they don't specialize in everything. They're kind of like a jack of all trades. Well, now, before you select anything, or I need to tell you about the characters because they all have the specializations. Vaughn, since he's the first character, he's pretty much like your average character. He doesn't really specialize in anything particular. He can pretty much do any job you want him to do. But there is a class that he really does shine in. Knight. I can tell you, but it's a little bit of a spoiler. Well, not really a spoiler, but it'll give you an edge if you know. What? Okay. Like, it's not a gameplay spoiler, it's just like a class spoiler. Guns are pretty bad. Guns are one of the only weapons in the game that doesn't really evolve from a certain stat. Like Bushis, the samurai people, their weapon is based on their magic and their physical attack. Knights are like physical, like pure physical and stuff. Guns, they don't really go off any of those stats, so they kind of fall off in terms of damage. You can only choose one for now. Let me tell you what I'd pick. I would go for Time Battle Mage. What? Alright, so once you get it, well, I should tell you once you actually get in so I can see what you're doing. Okay, well, as you can see, when you have everything has a cost. You get LP license points every time you kill a monster. You unlock the other licenses like above it, like you can all around it by getting something adjacent to it. So if you get like the accessory down below that costs 5, you'll unlock more accessories and stuff that you can unlock, and you can kind of skim around the board and see what you want to unlock like that. But yeah, you get LP by killing monsters. Yeah, that'll probably help. Yeah. Yep. When you go back to the actual selecting, I think it should be A. Since you didn't make Vaughn a knight, can I tell you why he specializes in knights? Vaughn, in the knight category, at late game you get great swords, and Vaughn has the fastest action speed when it comes to great swords. He becomes really beastly and got in the knight category late game. I will say one good thing about picking Time Battle Mage though. Time Battle Mage is what gets haste. But you don't get that until like later in the game, obviously. That's a hunt. You're going down south, and you want to go to the eastern Damascus, Damascus Esther Sands or something like that. Where you want to go fight the Rogue Tomato. Fight the tomato. And you get to start killing monsters with EXP. You need to go to the south area first. Look on the map. You should see the red area going down. You can't fast travel, there's no fast traveling. Well, actually, there is fast travel, but there's crystals yet to do. Go down, and it's to the left in Gallon Shop. The item shop that you add first, there's on the opposite side of the wall, there's something there. On the world map, any lines connecting to another place, that's the entrance or something. Just go where the lines are. Yep. But you'll be here a lot though for hunting and stuff.
You there, let's see some papers, boy.
Well,
no public passage on account of the Lord Consul's parade.
Oh, gee, that's too bad. You see,
I think
it
you
just so happens that your provisioner for the fate tonight,
mini map up
he sent me to pick up a
times.
few choice morsels for the consul's dining pleasure. He wants them quick. I got the writ of transit right here. You see? Signed, Magello. I just hate to see the consul upset because his food wasn't ready on time. And I sure hate to see him take it out on you.
The Lord Consul is a great man, and not one to take offense in such trifling matters. Move along, boy. Wouldn't do to keep the consul waiting. Right. Gates are closed after this.
Yes. But you gotta buy a crossbow. Oh, yeah, I wanted to say one thing. Since this is a JRPG, you get your typical super high level monster in your low level area.
Yeah.
So don't mess with the T-Rex or you'll die.
Ha. Yeah.
So I want to say one thing back, but you can't exploit this. Every single monster you kill will give you at least one license point. Even if you're like level 90, a level 1 monster will still give you an LP. I mean, like, there are some monsters that will give you 2 or more. Like, some will give you a lot more, like bosses and special monsters. But every single monster in the game will give you at least 1. Progression! Also, Vac, I don't know if you noticed yet, but on the bottom right, when you kill a monster, you'll see a thing that says chain, right? This game has monster chaining, so if you continuously kill the same monster over and over again, you have better chances of getting like the better loot and stuff, or get more of the loot. Might want to heal before you fight the tomato. By the way, actually trying to run away and stuff doesn't really help ya.
Yeah.
You don't really dodge them. Yep. I will say, it will give you like a message saying like a monster's gonna do a certain attack. Like if it's an AoE attack, you can move out of the way so you don't get hit by someone else. But no, they will chase you down and they will hit you no matter what. What you can do though, you can kind of walk away a little bit and get some distance so you have longer to charge up your attacks, so you can attack them more often than them hitting than that. But no, they will hit you no matter what. You can't just like completely avoid attacks.
Yeah.
So hey, back. You see how easy it is to kill this tomato? You're stopping all the couriers coming in from the city. I mean, you can.
Galbana lilies?
No. So you should do it anyway.
Never thought I'd see him growing out here.
I stabbed the T-Rex once, and guess what happened? I died.
This'll make a nice souvenir. Time to call it a day.
Though I think the T-Rex is peaceful to you unless you actually get too close to it or attack it head on. He won't directly attack you, like go off his way to attack you unless you provoke it or something. The game's not that mean. Well, most of it was cutscenes. You have to talk kites. There's a person in the crowd you have to talk to. I just saved it number 2.
Stand back there! Back! This gate's closed until the ceremony's over.
The same area.
Now what?
Oh.
Huh?
Open the gate! Alright, out the way.
Wait a second. How come you let these chocobos through the gate and not us?
What of it? This here's a pedigreed parader, boy. Cost tens of thousands of gil, this one did. A prettier price than 100 of you provincials would fetch. Keep your distance. We don't want the chocobo sticking a peasant.
What'd you say?
Step aside. Right then, move them in.
Oh. That does it.
Ho ho! A fine, fine chocobo you have there. Yes, cedar down stock if I'm not mistaken. Change the soil, change the chocobo, am I right? Yes, yes, different soil means different bouquet too. Take a Dalmascan Barrow's wine, eh? It may lack the flavor and depth of some of your Arcadian wines, but it has a certain strength of character. It's not bad, really, once you get used to it. Care for some, sirs? There's more than enough for all to cool their throats, of course.
You let these carts through and closest gate is ordered. My mail's choked with this sand.
Don't give me a scare like that. You're lucky that ended where it did.
Right. Now's our chance to go through.
Ah, the ceremony will be starting soon. I'd best be hurrying.
Okay, well... Vaughn, wait! What is it? Vaughn!
No, Kate's made it back in. Don't worry. Yes, he did. Don't worry. He came. He came in.
We will have order. I give you your new consul, His Imperial Highness Lord Vane Solidor, Commandant of the Arcadian Empire's Western Arm... Your Excellency.
People of Rabanastre, is it with hatred you look upon your consul? With hatred you look upon the Empire?
Spit on your empire! Go back to Arcadia!
There was little point in asking. But know this, I harbor no idle hopes of frustrating that hatred. Nor shall I ask your fealty. That is the due of your fallen king, and rightly so. King Ramanas loved his people, strove to bring you peace. His was a rule worthy of your devotion. Even now, he remains among you, protecting you. His ardor for the peace and weal of Dalmasca falters not. I would ask only that you do your king honor. Together let us embrace the peace His Majesty would surely desire. 2 years now divide us from war's bitter end, yet still its shadow looms over all, stifling the infant peace a pall only you may cast off. Achieve but this one thing, and your hatred of me and of the Empire will grieve me not. I will stand fast. I will endure your hatred, suffer your slings and arrows. I will defend Dalmasca. Here I will pay my debt. I swear it now. Though King Ramanas and Lady Ash be gone, they stand ever at the side of their people. In honoring peace, you do honor to their memory and to Dalmasca. What I ask plain. My hopes now rest with you.
You shouldn't. Don't trust Lord Bane.
Is Rabanastre to your liking, my lord?
I mean, some people can give good
It is
speeches, but
magnificent.
typically, if
Take
someone
this
makes a
cathedral,
convincing
for
speech,
instance.
there's something,
Elegant,
ulterior motives
yet
or
whimsical
something
in its
behind it.
execution. A stunning example of Galtean architecture. I hope Lord Gramus might one day look upon it himself.
The patron of this evening's banquet, may it please your excellency.
I am Miguelo, your highness. It is truly a profound honor to make the acquaintance of our future emperor, highness. The people of Rabanastre join me in welcoming you.
That's enough of highness. Though indeed I am our emperor's son, I am no prince. Arcadia's emperor is freely chosen by her people. I am but an elected official and nothing more.
I meant no disrespect.
Now that I think on it, I would not have you address me as Lord Consul, for that matter.
No?
Henceforth, I am a citizen of Rabanastre. Why don't you call me Vane?
I could not. That would not be right.
You are overly fond of formalities. I've just the remedy for that. Tonight you will join me, and we shall drink until you call me by name.
How can he stand about at him like that?
Fawn, you just do not get it, do you? He's not doing it because he wants to.
Lord Vane never did.
You know what would happen if he didn't.
I know, it's just...
So, what would you do different?
I don't know. Well... I'd do something.
Fawn, Vaughn, you haven't heard a single word I've said, have you?
Thoughts on the game so far?
This place has changed so much. It's like it's not even Rabanastre anymore. Like the Empire is swallowing it whole.
I mean, it is a really, really old game. I mean, it got revamped, but I mean, there's only so much they can do about changing
that fate tonight. You think they'll let us in?
Are you crazy? It's in the palace, and we don't have an invitation if you hadn't noticed.
So, how are we getting in?
As if I'd know. Why not ask Magello to get you in? Or go see old Dallin in Lowtown? Why the sudden interest, Vaughn?
I told you, I'm going to take back what's ours. Give back to Dalmasca. Come on, what do you think? If I find something, and it fetches a good price, how about I buy you all dinner?
Oh, please. You know as well as I do the first thing you'd buy is an airship.
I'll be right back, though.
All hail Vaughn, sky part of Dalmasca. It's got a nice ring to it. Stay out of trouble.
An airship. I don't know. Maybe. But not through Magello. Time to pay old Dallin a visit.
How's it go? What? What about him? What about it? I mean, you gotta be with her for the entire. Well, she's gotta be in the game for a while, so.
Ah, if it isn't Von Ratsbane. Come for a tip on how to secure something bigger and in armor by the East Gate?
What? You already heard about that?
Wise I may not be, but well informed I am.
They'll get what's coming to them someday, believe me. But that's not why I'm here.
Do tell.
I want to know how to sneak into the palace. They've got to have some great stuff in there. Thought I'd partake.
Not one to mince words, are you, boy? The Empire protects all that's hers, and that means the palace and all the treasures inside.
That's why I'm gonna do it. To take back what's ours.
I wanted to say this a while ago, but I forgot. I like how you still have your You still have the name of your
So
skin,
our
Subnautica,
champion of the
rooOhSam.
sewers aspires to noble action. Admirable.
It's not even
Perhaps I can
rooOhSam,
help
it's
you.
rooOhSam.
Ah, now that I think on it, there was a rumor. Yes, a secret passageway into the palace vaults, a door, and a magic stone that opens the way.
That's it. This is exactly why I came to talk to you first, Alan. So, where's this, magic stone?
Oh, I've had it for years, if I can remember where I've tucked it away.
You know what makes me mad though, Beck? I was using sort of character names in this game for my town of Salem names. Now I can't do that because you'll be playing it. Like if you remember, I had Pinello, I had Amalia, I had Bosch. Do you remember those names? Oh. Well, I used them in town of Salem. You have a memory of back. A dead animal that had amnesia. Okay. Welcome back, Boo. Hey, what? Yep. Absolutely. You want to head to the south area? Well, you want to exit Low Town, and you know how you went east to go fight that tomato? You want to go south to the Giza Plain. Yep, very captivated by the story, right? Fact doesn't do maps well. it's gonna be 10 for you. It's gonna be 10, yes, in 2 minutes. Yep. Chocobo! You can rent a chocobo. You can rent a chocobo. Back is port. I don't think so. I don't believe so. I don't. Well, if so, it's pretty late in the game. You know, you do get though. You get teleport crystals. You know how most of the save crystals are blue? Well, the certain ones are like reddish orange. Those are teleport crystals, where you can actually use those to teleport to other areas. Oh, you attack the rabbit? Yeah, they don't really fight back, they flee.
Yeah.
By the way, back. When you get to the next area, you might want to go to the shop and maybe try to upgrade your gear. And maybe you should see how many license points you have.
Yeah.
I think that's a little later.
Penelo? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same, though the answer's pretty clear. No good.
What? I'm being good.
Is that right? So then you wouldn't mind if I, say, tagged along, would you?
Huh?
Oh, don't worry. Miguelo's busy with preparations for the fete up at the palace. Why, I'm free for the whole day. Well, let's get going.
So demanding, man. Hey, it's true in real life too, don't you know? It's true in real life. I mean, you have a girlfriend now, you should know. Penelo has joined the party. So what you gonna make her do? Cause you have to make her, you have to choose a license for her now. I know you should pick now. By the way, when it's talking about the gambits, you should definitely listen because gambits are really important. she has just as many as you earned. So let's say you spent like an hour or two grinding out the small monsters to get like a 200 or so LP. When you get her, she would have 200 as well. Okay, so a little bit about Penelo. I'm not gonna give you any spoilers. She doesn't have a lot of physical attack. She's pretty good with magic, so just keep that in mind. But she is also pretty fast, which is why she has a dagger. I will say one thing about that. Probably don't want to pick like something like that until you get the second job class. I made that mistake because I didn't, when I was playing this my first time, because I wasn't used to the new system. I chose her as a white mage, and she was pretty useless until I got my second class. Decent pick for her. Yeah, she definitely fits in that category. You should always look through the category first before you pick, though. Like, you can see, like, sort of the stuff they get late game. Like, for Shikari, if you choose the right stuff, they can end up with ninja swords and stuff like that, which can be really devastating. But you get to see that they take light armor, take note of anything special you see on it. It would say, I think. Let me see on the board. Yeah, that's a ninja sword, so yeah, that's a ninja sword. Also, something that you should know as well, towards the beginning where you have stuff you can unlock, there's a thing called Libra. That is a very handy little technique you should definitely have at all times. Yeah, so whenever you pick a monster, like, you know how it pauses? If you have Libra, when you're selecting a monster, it will tell you detailed information about that monster, like what are they weak to, the level, the HP. But if you don't have Libra on, you lose all that information. It just becomes question marks. And the game doesn't memorize like the weaknesses. So if you know they're weak to water, but you don't have Libra on, your characters won't act on it unless, like, that stuff. So for me, since I have a mage in my group now, who I have Gambit set to like use certain spells if they're weak to something, I have to have Libra on at all times so they can act on the weaknesses. Plus, Libra is also good because it reveals traps for you. So yeah, Libra is definitely a good thing to have. Yeah, you probably can buy it now. Like, you don't have the technique, you have to actually buy the technique. You know crossbows are located on that, right? What? I don't... Yeah, if you don't have gambits on for her, she won't attack at all. You can't do it yet, but a little bit later in the game, you actually be able to set up custom gambits for the characters. No, you just want to keep them on so she'll attack stuff. You can't change them. Yep. But yeah. So the thing about daggers that makes them different from swords, they do less damage, but they have a higher chance of her getting combo hits. Like, you just saw it, and well, maybe we didn't see, but she got 2 hits there. Those happen a lot more often with daggers. I mean, you can get nice combos of swords, but it's just more often with daggers. So you might want to heal Vaughn. He's dying. You might want to heal Vaughn because he was dying. Also, because you don't seem to remember, if you go into town, if you touch the Secrts sword, it fully heals you. But yeah, once you are able to modify gambits, you're able to have characters do techniques and stuff automatically. Like, whenever my liberal runs out for Vaughn, well, not for Vaughn, for my characters, like they'll automatically start casting it again on them. Like, you can set up priorities, so that it's really handy. It's like you can turn a dumb AI to a smart AI just with gambit. And also another thing, if you hate having to select a monster yourself, once you can actually customize gambits, whenever your character gets in range of a monster, you can have him automatically start fighting it. Obviously, like, he would just be like, oh, here's a monster, fight it, but it won't be as smart because you're just telling him just to fight a monster, but he will just start fighting it. The AI is not the smartest unless you actually give it detailed instruction. But it's handy because you get things like characters, if characters' health falls below so-and-so, like, use certain heal spells, and like you can layer it. So let's say you have 2 heal spells, like Cure Up, which heals the group of party, and Cure Ja, which heals one person for a lot of health. Let's say someone's health goes to 40% and you have Cure heals the entire party, but if it goes below 30, you'll use a Cure Ja to heal that one person specifically. It's really handy stuff. Or you could also set it so if a monster has like over 10,000 HP and they have buffs on them, then you'll use a spell to debuff them because that'll be a decent like fight and I don't want them to have the buffs. Or you could like apply debuffs and stuff like that because you're gonna have time magic, you'll be able to do that. It's very handy stuff, man. You definitely gonna want to learn gambits when you can. Yeah, and there's a safe crystal in that area you just were at. But it also auto-saves when you get to a new area. If you didn't see that.
Yes.
Did you hit the werewolf? Oh, you hit the werewolf. Yeah, no, those guys are like level 12. Instant regret. I see that. Poor Pernello. Yeah, those werewolves, they pack a punch early on. If you go to a safe crystal, you can automatically revive Pernello. Or you can use a Phoenix down, yeah. You can fight the owls though, like those owl men, they're pretty easy, but Don't fight the werewolves. They'll kill you. I wanted to see if you would actually fight them or not. Can I tell you the good thing about those werewolves, though? They're a monster that will give you 2 license points. I haven't killed the T-Rex. I'm pretty sure he'll give like over 10. He's like level 80. Yeah. Don't mess with the T-Rex. I'll be right back, guys. I'll work my brother up for work. I am back. Are you done? Will you play it again? Not a big fan of it yet. Ooh-wee. When did it come out? Let me check. Well, back. You die on me. I can hear you. It came out in 2006. Pretty old game.